Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not the world. The life you want is waiting, but only if you're man enough to take the responsibility of creating it. Get to work.
If you're in your 20s, you should not have a girlfriend. I don't care who's giving you this advice, if it's your parents, if it's your friends, I can guarantee you they're not hyper successful, and a girlfriend is definitely not going to get you there. When you're in your 20s, it is grind time. From 20 to 30 is wake up every single day before everybody else does. Put in the work that nobody else is gonna put, because you're young, you have energy, you're full of ideas, and you're new in the game, so you're gonna do things that the OGs aren't doing. Use your 20s as the time to grind and build that foundation, so then in your 30s you scale, and then in your 40s, tired.
And you're an entrepreneur, you're signing up for the trauma, you're signing up for the trouble, because that's what it costs to become free. There is a cost to your freedom. You have to pay for it, and that means you got to sacrifice. People think this is all sunshine, roses, Lambos, and penthouses. Welcome to the grind. It ain't like that.
When it comes down to it, are you lying to yourself? And I'm looking everyone in their eyes and asking, are you lying to yourself? Are you waking up the time that you claim that you want to wake up? Are you actually putting in the time into the craft that you claim that you are, not just for social media, but at the same time for your real life? Because remember, everything looks good on social media. You know what I'm saying? It looks good, you know, but all that matters is what's going on in real life. Real life. Like, what's going on? Are you doing what you have to do every single day to reach your full potential? If anything is lacking, if you're not 100% dedicated to actually being productive towards that certain craft that you are trying to get better at, then you're slacking. If it's 99%, then you're slacking. If it's 99.9%, then you're slacking. If it's not 100% effort every single day towards a certain craft that you're actually trying to get better at, or get better at spiritually, mentally, physically, anything, like, once you're not putting in 100% effort towards that certain thing, you're slacking.
Here's the thing. Most people, when they trade, they think about the outcome, but success is not built on outcome. Success is built on process. What we're looking for is not perfection, but gradual improvement. So I am just following the process every single day, and the outcome will just come gradually. Like you're building a company, you can put on grand visions of where you want to be in 10 years, or you can just focus on just doing the right thing every single day. That's how you build success.
Fail 1,000 times. You know, and who cares? Because guess what? If you fail 1,000 times, you'll be in the same position that you're at, if not in a better position, right? But what happens if you succeed 1 out of those 1,000 times? You're already on a better track. What happens if you succeed 10 out of those 1,000 times? You're on a great track, right? So what's stopping you from embracing failure? What's stopping you from trying? A lot of you guys are just so scared to try, and it's embarrassing, bro. It's so embarrassing. I feel sorry for you if you're embarrassed, or if you don't want to try in life. In the one chance that you have to actually prove yourself, the one chance that you have to actually do something, you don't know, bro. Like, I'm all for the religion stuff. I believe in God. I have a great relationship with God, but this is the one life that you have that you know of. So why don't you try and make it the best one possible? Why don't you try and reach the goals that you've always wanted? Why would you not want to go after that? You always sit there and dream, I want this car, I want this house, I want this life. Why don't you do something to get it? It's because you're afraid. So stop being afraid and start taking action, because guess what? It'll come so much faster than you think. You're probably thinking, oh no, it's too much work. If it's too much work, then stop dreaming of it, bro.
Focus on perfect execution of the system. If you focus on the process of trading, the cash will take care of itself. You know that rich dentist that lives at the corner of your suburb? He's got an S500 and the wife's got a Porsche Cayenne, right? He's successful because he focuses on perfect execution of each and every root canal, each procedure. If he focuses on perfect execution of each procedure, his waiting room will be full and the cash will take care of itself. And similarly, your job, folks, is to have a plan and focus on the process of executing that plan over and over and over again. And if you focus on the process, the lift will take care of itself. The biggest hurdle that you have is to get over the first 8 trades. If you can grit your teeth and stick to the process for 8 trades, something mystical happens between your ears. I don't understand it, but you build that neural pathway, and all of a sudden the discipline that you required is no longer required, because that's just what you do.
To stay focused in the process of trading as opposed to the outcome. The typical trader is obsessed with the outcome of a trade. The professional trader is focused in the process of trading and letting the outcomes take care of themselves. As a matter of fact, the best traders that I've ever encountered love the process of trading. The typical trader, on the other hand, either has no awareness of the actual process of trading or really doesn't like the process of trading, but they're addicted to or obsessed with the outcome.
Watching other people, bro. Like, not comparing to you're brand new and you're comparing yourself to the person that's been on it for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Person that pretty much has a bit more of a skill, like when it comes to like analyzing certain patterns or that kind of stuff. Like their pattern recognition just naturally is just a lot higher than yours. Like that pretty much gives them a little bit of edge, or they study better. All those small things that pretty much matter. If you pretty much step into like to this field now, not knowing like what to expect, going to a person that has been on it like me for 8 years now, you're looking at the wrong thing.
10 to 12 hours was just spent purely on trading.
A day?
Yeah.
How do you do trading for 10 to 12 hours? Just studying?
Yeah, so like there's different tools like FX Replay where you can go back in time. It's called back testing. If you only were to practice trading and just demo trade and only trade in the live markets, you're going to suck for a really, really long time. Versus if you back test, you can simulate hundreds of thousands of trades in one single day and get thousands of reps every single day, instead of just taking one trade and then wait for the next 24 hours to go by, another trade, and maybe you don't even take a trade because there's news.
All you guys want to do is watch video, watch video, watch video. But when it comes to back testing for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, like I did, you guys don't want to do that. And then you wonder why you're not profitable. You wonder why you can't make it in trading. Because you guys you're avoiding the work that leads you to success. You guys just want to sit on your ass and watch another boot camp video. Newsflash, you guys don't need another boot camp video. You guys don't even need me anymore. Sit on your ass with the computer in front of you and back test and journal. That's what you guys need.
Bro, what the are you doing spending 4 hours a day scrolling through Instagram? 4 hours a day is 28 hours a week that you could be putting into a craft. That's 112 hours a month. That is over 1,000 hours in a whole entire year. You'd have been a millionaire if you'd have put that time into whatever craft you want to get into, rather than just scrolling through Instagram, wasting your time off.
Whenever you have a problem in trading, always go into the why. Go deeper and ask yourself, why am I making this mistake? When you ask the why, ask the why again. Okay, well, what's causing me to make this mistake? You have to go deeper into every problem, and you have to understand what is triggering that problem. They're not just randomly arising from nowhere. There's trigger points that are making it hard for you to hold a trade. So your job is to identify those trigger points, go deep, and then create a plan, create a system, create a layout.
You know everything that you need to know about trading, and you need to stop watching YouTube videos, unfollow every single trader that you follow on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and sit your ass down on the charts and just start trading and get market experience. You don't need to know anything else. You don't.
Hey DJR, what was the one thing that helped day trading click for you?
You're looking for a secret pill. There's nothing that's going to just make day trading click. Take action and get on the charts, sit down and make guesses where prices go. That is the best thing that you can do. The best thing that I ever did for my trading was to stop watching YouTube videos on the next best strategy, was to stop watching Instagram stories of my mentors winning, stop watching all of these forms of education of how to get better at trading. And once I did that and decided, you know what, maybe I should just get better at trading for myself instead of watching a video on how I should do it. And a lot of people that work 9-to-5 jobs, they can go through the motions within their own jobs. Why? Because they know that they have a paycheck coming their way. They know that they can be a little bit sloppy with their work. They know that they can be a little bit undisciplined as long as they aren't going to get fired. But when you're working for yourself, every single thing matters because you are the one that determines who gets paid. Okay, you are the one that determines if you perform well or not. Okay, so that's what a lot of people like. They think it's the same thing as just like going through the motions of a regular job, and it's not. This has to be your entire life. If you guys actually want to make this work, if you guys actually want to be able to be successful within trading, you guys have to prioritize trading as your life.
What is your final goal, man? How long have you been trading pointlessly without an end goal? Like, why are you even here? Why are you on these markets every day? Why are you waking up so early every single day? What's your end goal, man? Because the way some of you guys are entering these trades, you would think that you have no goals. Don't you understand that mountains were made from pebbles? You have to lay the idea of success that's in your head brick by brick, then it becomes something great. Some of you guys are just trying to put down a house straight away. It doesn't work like that. A house is made from bricks. You got to layer the cement, so on and so forth, man. Stop taking those nonsense setups. Stop taking those trades outside of your time window. Stop taking a trade because you see your friend post about a certain pair. You don't even trade that pair, but you're putting it on your watch list. What for? Because the pairs you trade haven't given you an opportunity today, but because you come from a 9-to-5, you feel like you need to make money today. So what do? You add a new pair to your watch list. What a joker, man.
Work, 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 work. No results, but I'm a little bit better. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 work. No results, but I'm a little bit better. Work, 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 work. No results, I'm a little bit better. Work. Boom. Just got paid. I just got paid. And it looks like overnight success.
You're going to fail multiple times. It's just part of the equation. And when you understand that failing is simply part of the equation, you no longer hold on to, oh, well, am I going to fail today? Am I going to mess up today? No, you're going to continue leveling up. You're going to continue being in a situation where you show up every single day and give it your all. Every day is a new shot for you to change your life. Every day is a new shot for you to reinvent yourself. If you understand the power that when the sun comes up, is a new opportunity for you to live your life, a new life of purpose, a new life of achievements, and a new life of success. You wake up with intention. Stop waking up like an accident. Start waking up with purpose and understand that nobody is coming to save you. Nobody in the world gives a f about your problem. And you, my friend, have to handle it yourself.
Making money in the markets is difficult. And I like that they come in and they think, I can do this, because you really do need that belief that you can achieve your financial goals. But unfortunately, I think the common mistake is that they go down the conventional route. So with the greatest of respect to the brokers, but the brokers are not traders. The brokers are there to facilitate a platform between the user and the market. And that's their role. But new clients or new traders, they hold on to anything that they think is going to guide them towards their goals, be it weekend courses or endless amount of webinars or books. And I've been down that route myself. Of course I have, because the lack of better knowledge, what else would you turn to? But there comes a point when either you say, I can't carry on like this. Either I will reinvent myself as a trader, or I'll simply stop trading, because I can't keep being on this roller coaster of making and losing.
1 + 1 = 2. It's simple. Stop complicating it. Write down your goal, trade maturely, trade like a professional, have good risk management, and watch yourself become closer to that goal of yours. And stop trying to treat trading as if you're going to make 100 grand every single month. You're not.
I always say that the demo account is like a rifle range. So I don't know if you've ever shot with a rifle before, but I could pretty much guarantee that in a couple of hours I can show you a rifle. I can show you how to clean it and take care of it. I can show you how to hold it. I can show you how to breathe. And by lunchtime, you'd be hitting the target. No problems. The question is, could you still hit the target if some other sword was shooting back at you? Okay, and that's what happens when you move from a demo account to a real account.
Even in life, bro, like if you guys can understand how to take a loss, the only way that I was able to learn risk management was when I flipped 10K into 112K and then lost it all the next day. That was the catalyst to cause me to learn risk management because I lost so much money in one day. Okay? Encourage losing. Failure makes you grow, makes you better, okay? And if you have learned anything from this whole boot camp, that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to make you better people too, okay? This isn't just about trading, all right? This is literally to like pull yourself up by the boots, bro. Like, come on, let's be respectable young men, all right? Yes, I can, you know, mess around every now and then. I can have my fun, but let's focus up, all right? Guys, we're trying to improve. And
3 things that you would share with them as they begin this journey.
All right, so first one's gonna be time. Know that it's gonna take time for you to learn the skill set. It's gonna take time for you to know yourself, because the person you are when you start trading is not gonna be the same person you are when you know a little bit more about trading. Know it's gonna take time to actually get some type of result, and know it's gonna take time to be sustainable with the result. We're gonna know when this thing's gonna work, ever. It will work, we don't know when it's gonna work. So first thing is time. Do not put a time on yourself, because they say you wanna have your first payout by next month, and you don't get it, now everything kind of, you know, it's like a whole downwards ladder from there. So the first thing is time. The second point is going to be risk management. It's boring, it sucks, it's repetitive, but it's the truth. You're not gonna make money without having risk management. It is the simple truth. In any business, right, for your business, you can't just go right now to, you know, ads and just throw your whole bank account into the ads and expect the whole money to come back plus ROI. There's a risk management strategy. If you made 10K this month, a certain percentage of that goes back into advertising. You know what I mean? Boring, it sucks, but if you don't use risk management, close the book, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna succeed in stuff. And then the third point, this is gonna be different from these two. It's gonna go more to like the technical side, and it's gonna be trade with the trend. Trade with the trend. Whatever the market's doing, just go with it.
Yeah.
What was it that changed to become profitable? Look, listen. All you guys looking for the thing that's going to make trading click, there's no such thing. There's no such thing that's going to make trading click for you guys. It's literally just time. Like, think about any hard-ass skill to learn with high barrier of entry because you get a crazy reward for it, such as being profitable within the markets. If you're profitable within the markets, you pretty much have an infinite money glitch. Okay? So with that in mind, there's not just going to be one simple thing, one simple trick that you guys are going to be able to learn in order to be profitable, or else every single person would do it and every single person would be a day trader. Get me? It's a long process. Like, that's as simple as it is, bro.
We don't really trade any markets at all. We trade our beliefs about markets. And everybody's beliefs about markets are slightly and sometimes markedly different. And you've only got to read Jack Swiggart's book, where there's dozens and dozens and dozens of winning traders who've made a heap of money, and they all have got completely different beliefs about market. Your objective is to find something that suits you, develop that process, something that suits your belief system about markets, and then do your best to refine the process, and then to try and size that, to scale that.
The most important thing, folks, is don't risk. Don't lose any more than 2%. That will keep you alive long enough to get good at this. Focus on perfect execution of the system. If you focus on the process of trading, the cash will take care of itself. To build discipline, folks, you're going to have to grit your teeth and stick to the process. So the first step, put together your trading plan, a simple mechanical plan. The more mechanical, the better. And then my challenge to you folks is to follow that plan without deviation for a batch of somewhere between 20 and 30 trades. That's going to take quite a bit of doing, but to build a habit, okay, any habit, you've got to grit your teeth and do it. And then all of a sudden, everybody in this room is 8 to 13 trades away from the trader you want to be. That's all. But very few people get there.
Somewhere between 10 and 15 trades, all the internal resistance goes away. I've seen this so many times with myself and with dozens of people that I've done this with. You're going to find your resistance to following a simple set of rules melts away. I build discipline very easily. So I found myself that after 8 to 13 trades, all the resistance went away. Quite honestly, all of the technical analysis is largely irrelevant compared to this. The more you resist that, the more difficult you're going to find this business is going to be for you.
Use the prop firms here. Use it. Utilize the prop firms. Put that money into your own trading account and keep on doing that. Have it. Treat your personal account like a pot. Use the prop firms. Use the capital they're giving you. Trade. Withdraw. Put it in. Withdraw. Put it in. If you lose an account, no problem. Take another challenge. Pass it again. And start the same process again and use your personal account to eventually, if you got 50k in your personal account, 30k, 100k, 80k, whatever it may be, that's now a good amount to start with, because now you can see percentage growth on your personal account. Because if you got a 30k account and you're risking 1%, what's that, £300? You're risking 1%. £300, you catch a 1 to 10, for example, that's 3k. You catch a 1 to 5, 1.5k, and that's, you know, that's more than
There's a lot of people don't realize,
people don't realize that. So once you start to grow your personal account to the point where you're content with what a 1% risk is, that's when you know, okay, cool, let me just trade my personal.
You don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money. You just have to have a skill and have a knowledge to pretty much be able to finesse that skill set to actually make capital happen. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't need like hundreds of thousands of dollars. You just need to have more skill than anything else.
What the hell do you expect? Of course, not everybody's gonna make it. The best will make it. Focus on trying to be the best version of yourself, so you can give yourself that chance of being in the 1%. Because guess what? When you're in the 1%, the monthly income is not light. It's not light. It is absolutely heavy. The income is absolutely heavy. Okay? The pockets are large. The bank account is crazy. The commas keep increasing. That is why this industry is difficult. That is why it is hard. That is why being in 1% is difficult, because once you get to being in that top 1% of your age group, it is a different ball game.
Only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
Now, forget about your goals, forget about your action plan, wake up each day and do what's in your calendar. And don't think about it. Don't think about anything else. If you just focus on that and fall in love with the journey, and every time you wake up, you go, I'm winning. And every time you go to the gym, you say, I'm doing what nobody else is doing. And every time you meditate, you're saying, I'm becoming an unstoppable human being. And you reinforce these behaviors, you self-regulate, you follow the habits, and that's the key.
Nothing technology background wise. So pretty much what I did is I just was a freak on YouTube, dude. Like I would literally just spend every hour that I was in my house just on YouTube. And I don't want to say I got lucky, but I almost got lucky that during COVID, I was already like 6-8 months into the journey. So I had a lot of free time because I couldn't go in, but I was, getting money, I was getting paid. Sometimes I'd go in, sometimes I wouldn't. And pretty much I would just literally dedicate every single hour of the day to learning every single YouTube video out there about trading. Like I was such a dry sponge that I just intook all the information, which is almost bad because there's, information overload and you don't know what to use. Some things work over here, other things don't work over here. And that's what was like the burn of the 2.5 years, kind of like getting all that information and filtering it out. And the little money I was making, throwing it in, blowing it, throwing it in, blowing it, and then eventually one of them would actually work, right? So I was just throwing a bunch of things to the wall and then one would stick, but it would only stick for a couple seconds and then it'd fall. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just hold on to that for a little bit and let me just keep throwing stuff, and whatever sticks, I would just kind of collect all that data. So it was about 2 years of just collecting information about the market and myself that I was just figuring it out.
Right.
hustle, hustle, hustle. Sleep was sin in my household. I saw my dad asleep one time in my life. There's a fierce sense of independence. 30 minutes of TV a night, max. Mom would always say, why are you gonna watch someone doing something when you can go out in the world and do it yourself?
Hard work is the goal. And so it's not like work hard so that X. Because as soon as you have a so that, then the X is the thing. But if the goal is to work as hard as you possibly can, then the only real output we have is who we become along the way.
Like, there's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's their grind. Those people are super valuable because they change everybody's perspective of like what's possible, what to strive for, and what it takes.
Get back to work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the noise. Get back to the mental lab.
Success blesses those that are the most committed to give it the most attention. If you aren't willing to give it 100%, no matter what circumstances, somebody else is going to come around and they're going to do it, and they deserve it. Because if they're giving 100% and they succeed and they're struggling to get there, why should you that you're giving it 50% have the same result? Simply not fair.
If you had spent 1 hour a day, every day, on one subject for 5 years, you could become an expert on that subject. And when I started that process, I was kind of like doing countdown, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. But something happened to me about halfway through that 5-year process. Instead of keeping asking myself, how long will it take? How long will it take? How long will it take? I started asking the question, how far can I go? And everything changed that day. I changed from a goal mindset to a growth mindset. Growth allows you to continue to expand yourself and your world until there's just, so much more that you know and so much more that you want to share.
4 words that'll change your life. I do it anyways. Tired? I do it anyways. No support? I do it anyways. Scared shitless? I do it anyways. Afraid of failure? I do it anyways. Fear of rejection? I do it anyways. You don't build an amazing life or business or relationship by waiting for the perfect moment. You do it by showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. You do it anyways. That's how you win the game of life, with the mentality of I do it anyways.
It's not easy, but through practice and practice and practice, practice makes what? Absolutely not. Dismantle that belief system. Practice makes improvement. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You'll never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do.
Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack. The hack is to suck.
Consistency, 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 man. That's the name of the game, bro. Don't get much simpler than that. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off. Grind every day, 1 foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, you're gonna be lapping these both, bro. Give it a year and watch what happens.
I'm a piece of today. How the hell is this gonna work out for me? And you fight that. And you fight that. You don't override it. No override button. It's the conversation in your head. As life goes on, get successful, create this skill by myself, alone. When you do that, you know how hard it is to be alone and do it by yourself. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are in that position that I was in. So this is me saying, bro, you're not alone. I'm trying to be here for y'all. Because those 2 years were hard, man. Even the years before I was even trying to learn how to trade, bro, that's hard.
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life.
Not doing anything wrong. You're just doing something that your regular traditional family is not used to, and it's something that's still getting used to the society. But I'm telling you, trust me, it's definitely worth it. Never give up.